What is up, guys? Welcome back to Stashcraft. This is a new kind of channel experiment of mine. I was doing a lot of gaming stuff before, but I really am testing the waters of equipment reviews, backpacking equipment reviews, fitness equipment reviews, and cigars, so all sorts of stuff. So today, a pretty cool video. I've had a Kestrel 48-liter backpacking backpack for quite a while now, a few years actually. I've only used it a handful of times, and it has really good reviews, and it's kind of talked about within the backpacking community as a really good budget or intro backpacking pack. I think it starts around like $180, $200, depending on where you buy it from. I'll post links in the description below, so that way if you're interested in it, I'll give you a few different avenues to go search for and buy it for yourself. But anyways, we're going to kind of just talk about all the features that this pack has. I'm not going to talk about how I pack it or anything like that, but we're going to go over all the sorts of little, like I said, the little features, the things that come with it, the pouches, and things of that nature. So here we go. All right, everybody, this is the Kestrel 48. I think it is pretty well known as like a very good intro or starter pack for backpacking. Some people would even consider it a budget backpack, but I'd say anywhere between $150 to $200 is still pretty expensive. I'm going to post a bunch of links below of different spots that you can buy it from. It all just depends on if the bag's on sale or where you get it from, etc. So I'm sure you'll find it cheaper in some places and more expensive in others. But anyways, we're going to go over kind of all the features that this pack has, the different pouches and stuff like that, the pros and cons of this pack. I'm fairly new to backpacking, so feel free to correct me about anything that I say that's incorrect or wrong in the comments. I love criticism. I'm trying to learn. I know there's a bunch of you out there that obviously know a lot more than me, but I have this pack and I want to talk to you guys about it because I've had it for a few years and I've really enjoyed it. I've actually probably only used it a handful of times, but it has been a very good pack, very comfortable, and I like a lot of the features that it has. So again, I just wanted to share those with you. So we're going to go kind of top down, I think is the best way to do this. So we're going to start with the hood of the pack. We've got one pouch here on the top. It has quite a bit of space for anything that you want access to very quickly without digging through your entire pack. It's got a really good lid pouch on the very top, and if you open it up, you have one more, which is kind of like a mesh netting here. It's got a zipper. Open it up, and then there's even a little hook on the inside for maybe something like your car keys or whatever you feel like strapping down. So you've got two pouches alone on just the lid. Both are pretty roomy, I would say. We can go ahead and talk about the main compartment. I'm not exactly sure on the cubic liters or whatever. I'm going to post all those in probably a comment below, but I can tell you that it has a really good amount of space. Me and my girlfriend are out here camping right now, and I carry 2 sleeping bags, a chair, my tent, food, let's see what else, my water supply, all my toiletries, my electronics, a tripod, my jet oil, and I still had plenty of room. I didn't even utilize any of these exterior pouches. Almost everything fit on the inside. So if that speaks anything about how much room the inside of this pouch has, you'll also find that there's I don't know the exact term for this thing, but it's basically, it goes over the top of all your gear, and you can cinch it down to make sure everything gets packed down really tightly. You don't have a whole lot moving or spilling out the top. That way you can close it off really good with this kind of like a drawstring string right here. You do have a pouch here on the outside. It's kind of like I don't know if you've seen like those soccer ball pouches, but it's kind of like a little bit of a stretchy pouch. Maybe you put your rain jacket or something that you want to be able to access really quickly, that you don't mind getting wet if it does. Rain jacket would fit in really well here. You have a few straps on the outside to cinch it tighter. Let's go to the outside of the pack, the sides. You do have a water bottle holder on each side. You have top-down access as well as like a side access. So if you're wearing the pack right here and you want to be able to get your water bottle out to the front, you can. That's on both sides. A complaint that I have is that when the pack is really tight and a lot of your things are pushing to the outside, you can't fit anything too big on these outside pockets, or if you do, you're gonna have a really hard time getting them back in or out yourself because it's gonna be so tight. So, be mindful about what size water bottle you're packing in there. And you may have to either put your pack down to get it out or have someone help you quite a few times. Staying on the side of the bag, I'd say probably one of the best features about this pack is the side access into the main pouch. So if you, again, don't feel like digging through your entire bag, ripping things out the top, having your stuff everywhere, you have a nice little side access, you know, to get to any of your main things, food, a cold weather jacket, something of that nature. You can just whip it out right here. You don't have access on both sides, but there is another zipper on this side, and it basically is just another side pouch. Again, you pack this really tightly, it's going to kind of limit your water bottle access here. It's going to really push out on it, so be mindful about how tightly you pack this. But it is a nice little extra pouch to have on the side. Maybe like a tripod or camera equipment or a small Nalgene, something of that sort, extra water source, whatever you decide to pack back there. The side pouch though, and having that side access into the main pouch of this bag is very, very nice. Let's see. Obviously you have your main straps to, you know, if you want to have a tent or yeah, you could do a tent, sleeping system, a chair. You have these straps on the outside to, you know, obviously, you know, stick them there, tighten it down. You have the same thing over here on the top, right here. So you can have something running through here like this, and then you cinch it down, whatever that may be. You have that on both sides. Let's talk about the back. So back here, behind the main pouch, is a spot for a water bladder, a water source, and then you can run the hose out through the top here. There's a little clip down to hook it through. Let's see, like right in here. So your water bladder. Now this thing, the Kestrel 48, I think it's like an Osprey thing, but they have this airspace system. It's basically like a vented system, so your back isn't making constant contact with your pack. It allows airflow to come through and try and reduce the heat and the sweat. I'm a heavy sweater. No amount of airspace or airscape is going to save me from sweating, but it is very comfortable and it does help. I do still sweat, but it does help. So if you're a heavy sweater, I don't think this is going to be like a lifesaver or a game changer for you. But again, it is better to have at least this than nothing. So very, very comfortable. I do enjoy this. To resize the pack, you're looking at 2 Velcro systems back here, and then you basically just, you know, lower this in or raise it out to make it either smaller or bigger, and then whenever you find the size you want, adjust it to your torso, kind of just slap it down in there, and you're good to go. We do have trekking poles. I don't use trekking poles, but it does have a trekking pole system, like attachment. So you'll put it on your shoulder strap here, and then it'll run down into this little elastic thing here, so that way you have quick access to them. You don't have to have hands on the entire time. Let's talk about the waist straps here. Pretty soft, pretty comfortable waist straps. They do wrap around you pretty well. My only complaint is that they sit really far back. So if those pouches are loose and that zipper isn't easily able to get closed, I have a hard time, whether it's my flexibility or whatever, getting both hands around and being able to cinch it shut. Because to me, it does kind of sit a little far back on my hips. I wish it was a little bit more in the front. Your standard, you know, waist strap here, or your hip strap, you know, cinch it down, make it tighter, looser, what have you. You do have the 2 pouches here. They're about, I don't know, fist sized. So small items can fit in here. You have 2 of those. Pretty nice, easily, for the most part, accessible. Like I said, I don't know, maybe I'm just not flexible enough, but I have a hard time. Another one of the really cool features of this pack is the bottom side of the Kestrel. You have 2 pouches here, one of which opens up into your main pouch. And you kind of have the option of having this sleeve here to separate like your sleeping bag in the main compartment. Or you can just unhook it through these straps and open it up and have just one giant big compartment. So this is really nice. Like I said, I like to put my sleeping bag in here and kind of keep it separated from everything else. But another pouch on the bottom, this Kestrel 48 does come with a built-in rain fly. It's strapped in, comes with the pack. What's funny is I actually just found this pouch not too long ago. I was like, oh my God, there's a hidden pouch down here. Because I didn't do my due diligence and research the pack very much before I bought it, but I was kind of just browsing through and I saw it. So that'll save you an extra maybe 20-30 bucks for a rain fly for your bag. So that's really cool. It's bright green, don't lose it. The bottom, you have your standard tent straps, so you can hook these in and your tent will sit at the bottom like this. They're pretty nice. I had my single person tent in here, no problem. I think that's basically about it. A real quick down and dirty run through this pack. Like I said, I'll talk more about the exact number values of like how much you can fit, the length, the weight, all that stuff. I'll probably put that in a top comment below, so if you're interested in all that, you can check it out. But I'd say this pack is very, very good. Like I said, most people know it as like an intro backpack or a budget pack, because I don't know, backpacks can get so expensive. So if you're about that Gucci life and you want a $500 pack, by all means. I'm broke. I think a lot of us are broke. So luckily I was able to at least afford this $150, $200 bag, which I think is very, very nice. I don't necessarily think that price justifies or signifies quality. I think there can be cheaper options out there that are as good, if not better, than this pack. So don't let me or anyone else tell you that you have to buy an expensive bag. There's plenty of packs out there. I would love to know what you guys are using that's maybe more or less expensive than this one, because I'm trying to educate myself and learn. I'm new to the whole backpacking gear review stuff. So please put all that down in the comments below. Anything that you want me to check out. I am gonna have future videos about kind of like my chairs, my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad. Again, I'm not sitting out here buying $500, $600 pieces of equipment. I think this is probably the most expensive piece of equipment that I have. So it's going to be more of like a budget channel for right now, but I'm super excited, you know, any way that we can save money and still have fun backpacking. So this is the Kestrel 48, and you want to see more of my reviews, definitely leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and that way you get notified whenever I post any new videos. I appreciate you guys more than anything. Hope to see you guys back here in the future, and we'll see you in the next one.